Good morning, ladies, gentlemen, real estate fans, avid listeners alike, and great people on your way to church this Sunday morning. Thanks so very much for tuning into Real Estate Radio. I am happily your host, Erik Hatch, owner and realtor with Hatch Realty. If you ever want to stop by and see us, we're located at 1205 16th Avenue South in Fargo. So if you're over at Luna Coffee, and now Luna Coffee also serves beer and wine, so if you want beer, wine, coffee, and houses, you know the location to go to. 1205 16th Avenue South in Fargo. We would love to see you. But hey, at the top of the hour, it's always imperative that we're talking about what's going on in real estate. We want to keep you, the consumer, really informed, really educated, but most importantly, if you're ever thinking about making a move of buying or selling, it's really important that you figure out if now is the time. And I've been watching interest rates tick up and tick up and tick up this entire year. I don't ever want to say exactly what the interest rates are because it changes, but now we're seeing interest rates for a 30-year conventional loan start with a 4 instead of with a 3. And maybe they'll float back and forth, and it changes by the day and the hour, so don't hold me to it. But what I'm seeing is a change in interest rates. And what that means for you is that if you're a buyer, you're probably not going to have quite the competition that you had when interest rates were exceedingly lower. There's going to be less people that can afford houses, and so when that happens, that's actually a good stabilizing factor for our market. So if you're thinking about buying a house, you now have this opportunity that you maybe didn't have even a couple of months ago because interest rates are ticking up. So maybe it's time to get off the fence. But if you own a house, don't let that mean that all of a sudden you're not going to have equity, you're not going to have great growth with your home. In fact, that opportunity is still there for you. If you own that place, there's still buyers, and buyers aplenty, in fact, that are going to come and compete and possibly fight for your house, meaning that we can get you more money than you'd ever thought possible. I think of some folks up in North Fargo. We listed their house at what I thought was the top of the market at $230,000. 4 days later, we let offers roll in, and we had 7 offers, all above asking price, and the winning bid was $250,000. So not only, and by the way, the sellers thought that their house was worth about $210,000. So we got them $40,000 more than they ever thought possible with really minimal hassle. So let's have your hopes and dreams become a reality, and the best way to do so is to go to livefargomoorhead.com and find out what your home is worth. Or, of course, give us a call at 369-4839. But first things first, let's find out what's happening with real estate news this week. Elation fills me today because we have the man, the extraordinary, the beautiful. What else did you want me to read, Matt?
Myth and legend.
Myth and legend. Yeah, Matt Langamo of All Terrain Grounds Maintenance here in studio with us. Good morning, Matt.
Good morning, Eric. Great to be here.
Yeah, say for those of you who can't see us right now, I decided to dress up today and wear a tie. Matt walks in with a blazer and a pocket square, even with a kerchief. So thank you for outdoing my outfit.
I don't know if I did, but it's my pleasure entirely.
Yeah, that's great. Matt, you've been on air with us a couple times previously, but it's important for new listeners to understand who you are and what you do. So fill us in.
All Terrain Grounds Maintenance is the company for which I work, and we are a large provider in the area of lawn care services. So that includes fertilization and weed control applications, weekly mowing. We have a master gardener and a certified arborist on staff, and so we can help with small landscape replacement jobs. We have irrigation services and even do snow removal, just not much in June.
Oh, well, thank you for that. Yeah, you never know.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I got to know from Captain Obvious, and
yeah.
So he wanted me to share that.
Thanks for that, Matt.
Yeah.
So the great news is it's not snowing right now, so the snow removal we'll talk about in a month, probably.
Terrific, yeah, exactly.
But for now, we're going to talk about the beauty of a lawn and landscaping and maintenance. Matt, I am not a do-it-yourself guy. I'm the kind of guy that in my toolbox is my checkbook. But I love to mow my lawn because it's my only chance to ride a go-kart.
Absolutely,
yeah.
right.
And so I mow my lawn once, right now every 5 or 6 days. Obviously, we've had a lot of rain and things are green. But even if people out there are do-it-yourself people, or if they're like me and really have no capable skills whatsoever to fix anything or to maintain anything, why in the world should they call All Terrain?
Well, All Terrain provides a lot of services that people can get done while they're doing something else. So whether they're at work or taking care of their kids or going to ball games or the lake, they call us and they can know that their lawn care is getting adequately done without them having to do it.
So you're taking that relief piece off of people and giving them back time, which is a huge investment.
Absolutely.
So I'd imagine it is stupid expensive to hire All-Terrain then. If
Oh,
I gotta do that.
Hatch, you just set them up and I'm knocking them down. No chance. This is capitalism, my friend. The market bears certain prices, and so we are absolutely in line with everybody else. And I think people will find a tremendous return on their investment with the value that All-Terrain provides.
Perfect. Again, in studio with us, Matt Langamo of All-Terrain Grounds Maintenance. And Matt, I want to talk about spraying because it's the thing that hardly anybody does and everybody should be doing. Is that right?
It is right, yeah.
Okay, give us the details.
Okay, a couple of quick treatments each year, and your yard is going to get fertilized, and every weed is going to be killed.
Really?
Well, that is every weed that's a broadleaf. So we're talking dandelions, we're talking thistle, we're talking some spurge. Anything with a leaf on it, our sprays are going to knock it out immediately.
So I'd imagine that is that's a treatment that goes on, and I always see the yard stakes in the yard that says that this was just fertilized and treated and sprayed, and so people are always afraid it's going to kill my pets, it's going to destroy everything else in my yard, and that's just never the case, is it?
It is not the case. All our products have been passed by the EPA for decades. Since 1940, our weed control has been passed, and every country on the planet allows it as well. So if you would take a garden hose with this product and spray it directly down your dog's throat, it might be irritated.
I had imagined that dog is irritated.
But outside of that, it is just fine. We often encourage people to stay off their yards for about an hour after the spray.
Okay.
3 to 4 maybe to even feel super safe.
Sure.
But that is it.
That's it. And you can mow that same day, I'd imagine. You can go back out and frolic in the yard, maybe do some gallivanting, perhaps?
Perhaps, absolutely. Yeah. Grilling and gallivanting are the two G's that we like to use.
Yeah, it's classic All-Terrain's lingo.
Right.
Matt, what does this cost? And I know that's always a broad brush term. Let's talk about a yard that's less than a half an acre. Is it an overtly big expense, or is it pretty minimal?
Oh, we think it's a very fair charge for the value you're going to get. Again, you're going to have a lush, dark green yard, and it's going to be completely weed-free. So it's going to be barefoot ready, and for an average size yard in Fargo-Moorhead, that might cost $55 a treatment.
That is dirt cheap, and I say that as somebody who uses your product. I use it both at our office and our house, and I've noticed a difference, Matt. From the time in which we first applied it to now, I look at some of the neighbors' yards, and there's exactly as you said. There's thistles and dandelions and other things, and those are mostly things that people assume are just part of having a yard. But it doesn't have to be that way, does it?
No, it doesn't. And this time of year, we're especially concerned about the dandelions in other people's yards, because they're going to seed and they're going to be spreading, and it's just going to be awful for everybody.
Yeah. And so you said that the recommended time of treatment, you said a couple of times a year. What's the minimum that somebody should do? Probably 2?
2 is the minimum, yep. One in the spring, one in the fall.
And maximum, if somebody really wants to get lush, maybe 3 or 4 times?
We find 4 is the right answer for our company.
Okay. So if I do my quick math, that's $220 to $240 for somebody to really have a green yard. They're not on their hands and knees pulling up thistles and dealing with dandelions. That's a minimal cost, Matt.
Well, we like to think so too, yeah.
So if people are listening and they want to take advantage of this, what's their action plan?
Action plan, call us up. Locally here in Fargo, 701-280-3125. We can get you measured on the phone and get you a price immediately. We can also get in touch with us, or you can get in touch with us, or we can get in touch with ourselves. I don't
either way,
really what I'm trying to say, but allterrainfargo.com is our website, ALLTERRAIN Fargo.com. Hit us up there, and we respond to all messages and call people back. So
great. Matt, I put my trust in you. I'd encourage our listeners to do the same. Thanks for being on air with us. You're always a bit obnoxious and wonderfully beautiful.
Well, thanks for having me. It's a pleasure.
Hey, stick around, listeners. We're going to come back right after the break. But in the meantime, head to livefargomoorhead.com and check out some homes on today's market. This is Real Estate Radio with Erik Hatch. Welcome back to Real Estate Radio. As always, I'm your host, Erik Hatch, and it's time now for the Erik Hatch Team's Picks of the Week. Here on Real Estate Radio, we have some absurdly great homes I don't want you to miss out on, and so please head to your computer to livefargomoorhead.com, grab a pen, a piece of paper, whatever you're going to do. If you need a messenger pigeon, whatever it takes to take down some notes here, I want to make sure you find out about these houses. Number one, we just hit the market with this at 1111 12th Avenue South in Fargo, crammed right in a historic district. We have this 1.5 story house for $235,000 that's going to completely knock your socks off. When I got a chance to preview this house, and I've seen thousands of houses, I even had the oohs and ahs going about it, because the character in this place, built in 1923, still has lots of updates, incredible beauty in the place, gorgeous hardwood floors, 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, 2 garage stalls. The 432 of Fargo is all of a sudden yours for $235,000. This one's gonna go quickly. We have an open house on it today, so please head over there and check it out. By the way, while you're on livefargomoorhead.com, check out to see all of our open houses that are happening today. There's some great ones around town. The next house I want to feature is up in North Fargo, 2810 2nd Street North. Rare can you find homes in North Fargo on the market. In addition, rare can you find houses in the Longfellow School District, because this is a hot property and a hot commodity to get up in that neighborhood. So for $309,000, this 4-level split with a completely done upstairs can be yours. Imagine having this oasis upstairs where you have a master suite that's going to completely revolutionize your life. Well, maybe that's a bold statement, but either way, this master suite has been completely redone. It was featured on the remodeled homes tour for the Parade of Homes. It's that nice. It's worth showing off, and it's worth you calling your own. Finally, 6873 21st Street South in Fargo. This is right by Davies High School. For $385,000, this is new construction. And new construction done really, really well. And what I love about it is the fact that each level, it's a rambler, each level has almost 1,900 square feet of finished living space. So 3,800 square feet, pretty near, is going to be yours for $385,000. Huge garage, landscaped edging, new stamped concrete patio, 6 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, 3-stall garages, open floor concept, beautiful finishes. I could go on and on, but instead you should go in and in. Go into this house, check it out. Go to livefargomoorhead.com, see this and every other home we have on the market, as well as if you want your own home featured on Real Estate Radio, give us a call at 369-4839. People always say the big 3 in real estate is location, location, location. And in fact, we talked about that last week. But importantly, I want to talk about a different big 3 for those of you that are considering buying a house. It's location, it's size, and it's amenities or quality or finishes, whatever. We're going to interchange those words here in this segment. But it's important that you understand that the big 3 are what people always look for. You, of course, want the right location first. You want the right size for you and your loved ones. And you want the right amenities. But I tell people who are first-time home buyers or even second-time home buyers, you oftentimes can have 2 of the 3. Maybe you can have your dream house in terms of how it looks, and your dream house in terms of the size, but you're not going to be in the location that you necessarily want to be in. Now, if you can hit all 3, congratulations, my friends. You have hit on the jackpot of real estate. But truth be told is that a lot of us have limited budgets, and we can't always get everything that we want. So if you're considering buying a house, let's talk about those 3 again. We have location, we have size, and we have amenities and finishes. Which of those is most important to you and which is second most important? I find that if people have kids, location is always going to be the most important. And that maybe is a gross generalization, but the school district that you want to be in is a driving force for people who are making decisions. In fact, I get an opportunity to give tours for incoming Sanford physicians, and I drive them all around town, and the first question almost everybody asks is, how are the schools? I'm fortunate to say that the schools in the Fargo-Moorhead, West Fargo area are really great, and so I don't ever have to sugarcoat something for them. But realistically, schools are the main question. But size is huge too, and in fact, Americans are getting bigger and we're getting more stuff. But I'm finding that there's also a different generation of people who are looking to downsize. But it's interesting that when people say they want to downsize, they still say they want things like big storage rooms and garages. So we're people who like stuff. But realistically, when you get to that highest price point, that's when the amenities are really going to pop. And so I'd imagine if you're looking for the big fancy, you can get all three. Otherwise, which one are you willing to sacrifice on? We as your realtors are going to fight to get you into the house and get you all three, but which one are you willing to let go of? We should get in conversation to figure this out for you. 369-4839 or connect with us at livefargomoorhead.com. All right, everyone, we are almost out of time. I want to thank you for listening to Real Estate Radio today. I do want to leave you with a couple closing thoughts. First off, if you are even remotely considering getting into the real estate market, if you're considering buying or selling, you got to take your time. Oftentimes people will rush into this, and I'd encourage you to take your time and do the work before the action actually starts happening. So the best thing for you to do is to start interviewing to find out who's going to be that best fit for you. I'd love a chance to have myself and my team interview to earn your business. We don't ever want to assume anything, but we can show you and educate you on today's market to hopefully make this a right fit for you. The second is this. The phrase, "here we grow again," seems to be pretty commonplace for us at Hatch Realty. My team continues to grow, and we're looking for our next round of talent. Specifically, I want to talk to you if you are interested in being a salesperson, if you want to work with clients, and if you want the opportunity to earn a potential six-figure income. We work really hard. We are really focused on what we do, but most importantly, our culture is completely unique. It is absolutely rich in what we do. And so if you want to be exposed to something like that, and if you think that you could be a right culture fit, and if you have the right work ethic, I want to talk to you to see if you could be a potential salesperson for our team. There's huge unlimited opportunity for the amount of income you can make, but more importantly, I think we bring wealth to people's lives. Wealth is, of course, abundance of time and money, and, of course, being enriched in the right culture. So I want to talk with you, and you got to get out and connect with me. 701-369-4839 or livefargomoorhead.com will get you everything you need in today's real estate market. And that's all I have for today's show. Thanks so very much for tuning into Real Estate Radio. I've been your host, Erik Hatch, on the Mighty 790 KFGO.